Minor.
No, he cannot make this meeting,
Oh, okay, okay.
and we're recording.
Ready to go? All right. We'll call the transit meeting order for September 11th. Roll call. We have everyone present except for Richard Johnson. Approval of minutes for the August 14th.
Make a motion.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded. Any discussion? If not, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion passes. Public comment? Nothing? Staff reports on to Austin.
Right. 9/11/2024 report. Agenda today, ridership financials on the route. Fleet and any questions? Four stop and Red Cedar ridership in August was up 3% versus July. And looking at the day-to-day, up 4% as well. Sitting right in the middle. Slight uptick with the rest of the months of August. Community route ridership increased from 779 to 884 in August, up 14%, as well as the daily ridership was up 14%. Staying pretty parallel to last year. Again, this is the first year with the fares system coming back. And sitting real good.
That's good.
2024 financials. Through August, still sitting almost 13,000 to the good at 3.5%, 3.25% to the good. On the route, we talked about this a few months ago. Biggest thing from our stout feedback survey was the GPS being intermittent, especially on the stout and community routes. And we went ahead, we had a credit on our account for overpayment from about a year ago. And the GPS units that we've had for about 5 years are discontinued. They're about the size of an iPhone. They didn't have any antennas. And these ones were about 600 a unit. And they provide their aluminum housing. They're still small enough that they're portable. So we have them wired that way. I just like the old ones. And then Wi-Fi was a big thing with these. So if these continue to show that they're working well, we're going to shut the data off on our tablets, run the data for our EcoLink dispatch software right through these. And then our monthly cost for the extra data on these tablets or on these GPS units is cheaper than we're paying for tablets. And with the Wi-Fi capability of these, the Yodi units that are in a lot of these county TVs that Krista, as well as department heads, can manage, can update slideshows from a centralized location. So instead of the USB sticks in each of these 8 buses can all be updated, centralized instantaneously. What we were doing last year with Stealth that worked okay, but we just forgot to update it. Stealth forgot to send new stuff, is sending slideshows of upcoming events and stuff that run all of the TVs, which was pretty cool. But this would really streamline that, or the Stout route, maybe they had access to right to that same login that we had. Boom, update it right away. So that was a point of emphasis for this fall. And they've been flawless. On the route, goal was to get these plugged in before the university came back in this fall. So we got the community one done quick for most of the shelters. For the one down on the library campus, I plugged in another one of these until we get the other poster. That's kind of the one-off poster that showcases the doorstop stout route and community bus. But if they download, this is the new QR code to the updated app versus the old one. This one, you can go right into it. It shows all the routes right there too. So this is double-sided. It fits real nice in all of those. It's a real nice bubble X, it's called. SSA put this design, an extent of this design together a while back. Krista had the same software to update it. And so thank you to them and thank you to Krista for putting this together and getting this fast science out of Claire did these for us quick. So fleet update for you. We had an exciting meeting last month till I got out of this meeting. I called after 2 weeks of talking to this bus salesman saying, I just need to, I'm ready to buy this. I just need to pass it by the group. And then I was calling to get the paperwork done after this meeting and they ran into a lot more issues with it. And they didn't want to, he said, if you were a big transit company with a lot more of these same buses and you knew what you were doing with them, we would feel more comfortable selling it to you. But with it being European, and parts a little less available, we don't feel comfortable selling it to you. They just didn't want it to wreck us, which I appreciate, but I would have appreciated that before talking about this last month. So after that meeting, went back to the drawing board and then I called Chris. I found another solution. And I said, do I need to go to the commission with this? And her and Dan talked. And as long as it is within my budget, we don't need to go and vote on stuff like this. So I didn't want to go and do a special meeting right after we got out of that other one. Unless it was something that wasn't financially a good fit. So that brings us to the new to the fleet. Bus one. This is a 2006 Gillig 29-foot. I called Chris an hour before this auction was done that next Monday after our meeting. $4,275. I got this on auction. 330,000 miles. This is a 38-person bus capacity. This is a 29-foot instead of a 40-foot, so it's a heck of a lot easier to drive through town. You still get that extra capacity. It should be more, but that hybrid battery on top takes that capacity down. Versus another one that we got a week later that actually is the one in service as of yesterday. Another 29-foot at $3,403, 550,000 miles, 51-person capacity, same buses, just 3 years older, some more miles on it, non-hybrid, same layout inside, same everything. And both of these owned from Bloomington, Indiana Transit, have all the service manuals from new. And between the two of these, that costs us less than $8,000. Flew two of us down there a couple Tuesdays ago and picked them up. And very excited for what they have. The double doors, they exactly what we need. They're no longer than our other ones, so they can fit two in the same bay. And we bought the first one, thinking that was going to be the one ready to rock and into service, and then the second one has been kind of the rock solid one. First one had some lift damage from somebody driving off with the lift still down, so that's getting fixed right now. And then this one is in service as of yesterday. Just gonna wait a little bit longer on it, just till we got a little bit more graphics on it. But we were already hitting 26 riders on Monday and stuff, bouncing off the cap of what we wanted to be at for those other stout buses. So, any questions on these?
Do you have to paint them again when they come in to have the same color scheme as what we do already, or?
This one,
One's green, or?
yeah, the one on the left, I already put the DCT logo right there,
Okay,
and we call that good. These ones actually have 4 marquees on them. One on the back, one on the side, one on the front, and one on the interior. So, they'll say the stout route on them. I told Darren this yesterday. The software you need a Windows XP computer for, so I found one at home and found this.
got one.
Yeah, found this old style memory card, pre USB, and
Really?
bought a USB adapter. And we're getting it to work. It's just it's a learning curve, but luckily the Bloomington campus had one that said campus route on it. Also had one that said go Hoosiers. So it's been awesome. Had all but a couple drivers already trained up on that one and it's in service.
So how's the hybrid electric work? Is it just like a car?
So it's just like the first Toyota hybrid, the Prius, where you don't plug it in. It's just regenerative braking, and that's it. So it helps it get going, then it recharges it. There's no gauge in there. There's no. That's what I asked when it was on auction, is what type of plug is on it, all that. They've had real good luck with these. They made those for another 5-6 years. I think they made them up until 2012, maybe longer. But I just said, hey, have you had any issues with this? And he said, no, we still got a bunch of 2011s in the fleet with that same style. I thought,
Oh, that's original battery.
Yep. Yep.
Is that something like if the battery goes bad, can you use it, or do you have to replace the battery?
I believe you can continue to use it, but I haven't dug into it much yet, but I'll probably have more info here. That one's kind of been at bad refrigeration and NJ mobility since we've got it, but I'll have more details on that in the coming months when I'm able to dig into it more. This white one had a full body wrap on the whole thing that was, I don't know why anybody would ever wrap it, something so putrid. So I didn't want to give people nightmares, but it's just, there's like a single eye on the front of it. So we brought it back to its roots, and we'll get some green or some blue on here. And
Austin, are they both 8.1 Cummins then?
I believe so.
The one in service is, like, that's the one you.
Yeah.
told me, so.
Yeah. But they both have the Allison, and then this one might have another generator mounted on the back of that transmission to help with that. But I think I know they're both Cummins, but I think they're both 8.1s. All I know is I drove the green one back. I didn't have AC on that one, and I thought that one was gonna move down the road, and this other one had a lot more power, so it might have 8.9. I'm not positive.
And I came out that day, you stuff like that, doesn't look like the bus leaving, it's got kneel down,
Yep.
the curb, and then the ramp actually just falls right out there, so you can't even see it, but that's the
Yeah.
the wheelchair ramp
No,
there.
no steps on the bus unless you want to sit in the back of the bus. This folds out, this actually folds down. And then just a ramp front corner kneels down, 2 wheelchair positions right here or 6 seats. And then a rear door, I labeled them exit only, so kids get on the front, so the driver can actually count how many riders get on, and then exit only on the back. So
Yeah, same bike rack system.
same brand and everything, yes. We'll have to move one of our other ones over to the green one, but it's got the mount ready to go for it. Already had good feedback, the little bit that the bus has been on the route. And this one's 51 passenger, so.
So I brought up a long time ago, probably over a year ago, the potential of putting advertisements on the sides of the buses and stuff, and there was gonna be some conversation or looking into what the feasibility or rules were and that kind of stuff. Just as another income source,
Mhm.
you know,
These buses up in these rails came with all of these. And these would be perfect for advertise here. Or campus has the technology to print on this. I'd assume it's just 11 inches tall, but just not paper. So it actually stays in the slots. Advertise here or upcoming events here, as well as both of these buses did have a wrap on the back of the bus, 3 foot tall, 4 foot wide. Something like that, I think would work pretty well and kind of start dipping our toes.
Yeah,
Into
just see where that goes, cause
Yeah.
then you look at this, like the green bus where you
Yep.
can see the side, you got that whole panel in the
Yep.
back, and you got the one in the front, and
Yep,
I'm assuming the other side is similar, and, you know, I'm not saying make something gaudy or whatever, that's not,
yep,
you know, but
absolutely.
just might be a possibility of a way to have consistent income, you know, on a monthly basis,
Yeah.
yearly basis.
I mean, there's 1,000 kids a day that
Exactly.
see each of these. And then you add that or something on the outside for that. Is, doing,
And that's cool, cause you can change that, you know, I mean,
it's
you
not expensive.
can
either.
sell that by the month,
Yep.
quarterly, or however you dream up the process, but. All right,
Perfect 4x8 panel on the back of both of these buses, even on the green one, without getting too crazy. The green one had a 4x8 YMCA.
Yeah.
In the back. So I'm digging in to,
I was recently up in the Twin Cities and near Target Field, and buses were going by nonstop, and they're all different, you know, with the advertisement on it, and I don't know, just keeping it in the front of people's minds as a possible
yep, Absolutely.
income.
a wrap would cost probably around $10,000. So it'd have to be something big if somebody's doing
Yeah,
something
or
with
else you
it.
can just
Wrap.
Yes, correct.
But I mean, you could.
I'm
just stick
talking
on the
about
back.
just like stickers, you know,
That-
like something like that
Yeah.
size, that you just stick on it.
Something like this would be, at a month basis, be economical and feasible.
Yeah, and you could get stickers, put on the back of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Couple,
$200.
yep, couple $100. And I could get together a kind of a rate sheet and stuff like that. Now that we've sourced a pretty good printing company for other signs and stuff, they have the capability of doing full bus wraps, little stickers, big stickers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know some people too. I mean, if you ever want
Yeah.
to talk to somebody about that.
And we have a single 12-inch cricket that I just did with these myself. Single color stuff's pretty easy. Stuff like this, you just need a little bit bigger horsepower printers. But I think those inside ones absolutely easy in the back of these both buses to get us started.
Drivers like them in town, they get used to them.
Yes, yep, a little intimidated by them. Some that, some have driven coach bus for 20, 30 years. And some are certified with air brakes, but they're, they just tested them for their training. So those are the ones that have just taken a little more time getting them.
I met this one late last night, start or evening, and it's coming around the corner and it navigated just fine. I don't know if it was burned, I couldn't really tell, so.
They, especially on these double lane, like turning right from 10th onto Broadway, having keep that tight versus a conventional nose. The wheelbase on these is just a heck of a lot shorter. It's the same length as the other big stout buses we got, but the wheelbase is, instead of that front wheel being here, it's here. So, yeah, they've been good. I hope everybody's excited about them like we are. And, thanks. Apologize, it didn't work out with the other one, but I think this is a better fit for less money.
It's good of them to be honest about it, so.
Yeah, rather have that.
Nightmare.
Economical investment, I think.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, these will probably be around less than 13,000 between the two. And those other ones, when Scott from facilities gets back into the office here and after his vacation, he's going to list these online and or list 311 and 312, and we'll recoup probably full cost, if not more, for them.
Nice.
That's what I got. 820.
Right on the money.
Yeah.
Thanks, Austin, for the report. Any other questions or?
I just want to say Austin missed the best part of the report where he drove the bus back 600 miles with the marquee saying happy holidays.
Yeah. That's what it said. No AC is 90 degrees.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
You earned your paycheck.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, we flew there that morning and got back at about 12. So through the day was ours. But thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Austin. Number 7, considerations, actions, nothing. Number 8, doesn't look like anything. Otherwise, I guess our next meeting is October 9th, 2024, same place, same time. Anything else? Otherwise, we're adjourned.